into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Get pumped up.
Yeah, forever, ever.
Forever and ever. Any song with forever, that's what we do. Welcome to the AfterBuzz TV After Show for Forever. This is Season 1, Episode 12. Can't believe we're 12 episodes in. Called The Wolves of Deep Brooklyn. I'm your host, Kate Aquillano, joined by my lovely co-host,
Pegah Rad. Hi, everyone.
Hi, and I'm Marielou Mandl.
It's happy to be back.
So
like,
happy.
Was it 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Too long.
2 weeks? Yeah.
I
Too
missed you
long.
guys.
I know. We miss you. I miss you. We miss you.
you.
But I like this episode. I knew it was going to be kind of like just a plain procedural, just to like get back into the flow of it. Were you first impression of the episode? Like,
I agree with you. I think it had to like refresh our memory. Like, why is Henry gone?
Yeah.
What's happening? And then kind of throw us back into like not too much. They left us with too much.
exactly.
So it had to
There's
be
so
kind
much
of a
happened
calm.
with Adam that I didn't think we were going to get too much more, right?
Yeah. I didn't think we were going to get much more, but I wanted
You
more.
will always want
Yeah.
more.
I was
Yeah.
like, no, but the Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this episode kind of like the start was very quick. I remember I turned to you guys. I was like, "What just happened?" But we start in a Brooklyn restaurant, and it's the waiter's talking to his dad, saying, "Do you know who that guy over there is?" It's a guest star. It was William Baldwin.
William Baldwin.
Thought he did a really good job.
He did.
It was really
Yeah. There's so many Baldwin brothers. We're
We
like,
couldn't
who
keep
is-
him straight, but I thought he played the part really well.
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you know who that guy is?" He's some fancy investment banker, and he pitches an idea about a company. And it like flashes 5 years later, and
On a yacht.
They're like,
on a yacht,
I'm
and
on
that
a boat.
that company that he pitched like made them $83 million. So I was like, wait, what just happened? I
Yeah.
was a little confused in the beginning, but
It was really quick, and then he was dead. We're like, wait a minute.
what happened to Jason Fox? Was
Jason Fox.
the victim? So yeah, we go right to the crime scene, and it's just Lucas, and then this like another
Old.
ME.
Yeah.
What did you guys think when Henry wasn't there?
Like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah, like who
Get
is
outta
he?
here.
He's awful. He has no
was
idea what he's
awful.
talking about. And Lucas was upset.
Lucas,
he
I know.
knew. Like he mentioned something like he's been gone 2 weeks or how many?
He was like
said,
2 weeks, 3 days,
Yeah.
5 minutes,
2 hours,
and
or whatever.
27
But
seconds.
nobody's counting. Like he really missed Henry
missed-
being there.
Yeah. Who wouldn't miss Henry?
I
Come on.
mean, it's like he takes away all of the hard work. He just
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam knows everything,
Yeah.
and everybody
Well,
goes
and
home.
we'll get to this, but I'll jump ahead real quick. But the older ME that's taking Henry's place, he likes the open shut case that we kind of dealt with I always call him Donnie because that's his real name, and we talked to him.
Hanson.
But Detective Hanson, he always is like, "This isn't murder. Like, let's
Yeah.
go home."
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like Donnie's gotten over that, and then we got like a little funny like jab because he's like, "No, this is murder," even though hasn't even looked at the body.
Yeah.
He always knows it's murder. But then we go back to the antique shop, and Abe suggests that he goes back to work. So he's been off 3 weeks.
Because he's in there. They're like, what does this guy do with his time? And he's like examining a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he still has to be involved with the death and like autopsies, and you just can't let it go. It's like what he loves.
Yeah.
He's taking this time off because last episode, which is 2 or 3 weeks ago, he killed someone basically because Adam set him up to have to kill him. I didn't necessarily think it would affect Henry the way it did. I mean, he's just seen so much, and I think he has such like a good view on everything. Like he needs to know it wasn't his fault. But I don't know. I just didn't think it would.
Yeah, I would think as long as he's been alive that maybe he would have killed somebody.
Right.
Right.
Not like intentionally, but I mean that's a lot
Accidents
of being in
happen.
the world.
Yeah, like he kept saying, I got manipulated. And I think that's what like really, really got him, is that he was manipulated by Adam.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he was upset he got outsmarted.
Yeah.
Exactly. So then we're in the his little downstairs lair
Dungeon.
and Abe gets a phone call from his Vietnam Army friend Marco, and it's saying his son died. You know, that's when the stories cross, and his son is the victim, Jason Fox. And I think that was a good way to really get Henry back to work, because you can't just like get him back to work on like, so it was a good way to like propel him back to work. So I thought they did a good job writing in like a personal connection to Abe.
Exactly.
It was
like
good.
He saw how much Abe was kind of distraught over it and wanted to help his dad or his son. Sorry, his son.
I love them. So then it goes back. He's at the ME office, and of course the fill-in ME was like, this is an open and shut case. He drowned, and then Henry comes in and like laundry list.
Yep.
There's a burn. There's something under his fingernails. There's glass somewhere. And the guy's like, it's not related to his drowning. I didn't think it was important.
Yeah.
And then Martinez is like, I'm going to side with Henry.
Yeah, and I love the way she looked at, who did she look at? It was kind of like a, like, this is how you do business. Like, that's Henry.
That's my partner.
Yeah.
They're such like a team now.
They really are. I really like it.
In the beginning, when we see the victim for the first time in the crime scene, she's like, "Why do you think he was like over the railing?" And he's like, "The why is your job, not mine." And she's like, her and Henry are such like a team that is like it helps you remind the viewers how special like their relationship is.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't typically discuss that stuff with your Emmy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's the Emmy's not trying to solve the crimes. He's just like,
this is the cause of death. Yeah.
Right. Then Martinez and Morgan interview Marco, and they get a little more background. Basically what we know, but he got into this world of Wall Street. It's all about money. The people there aren't the best people. He wishes he could have protected him. But that's about it. We never, you were always like, who killed him? But like, I never, it was never going to be Marco.
At all. Yeah. I mean, I would sometimes suspect, even if it is a father or mother, like you still suspect that this Marco, he was just too nice. He was too sweet.
It's
not
one
for
of
a
Abe's friends.
second. Yeah.
It's not,
exactly.
Well, and then that's how it connects back to a flashback. I was wondering how they were going to weave in the flashbacks, because it wasn't, usually it's very like, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
And this one I was like, how are they going to weave these in? But then they go to Abe gets a draft notice in the flashback. And it's basically all about a father protecting their son. And Marco couldn't protect Jason. So I thought they did a really cute. It was very cute. I just love seeing Henry and Abe's life together, because it's so unique and such like a special relationship that I thought that was cute.
I liked the look of the actor they got for teen Abe. I thought he looked
like him.
He did. He really did look like him.
Oh,
I wonder if they're related.
Ooh, that would be fun. Like a grandson?
Maybe. Why not? Let's just say it is.
Judd's.
No,
Sure.
we don't know.
Judd's
We don't know.
We'll call up Matt Miller and we'll just check.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know. So then Martinez and Morgan go over to, I don't know if it was whose house it was, but they go to interview the girlfriend. It was Jason's apartment or house or whatever. And Martinez and the girlfriend are just like talking civilly at the table, and he's just jumping.
Like, jumping, stomping his foot, like
typical Morgan.
So funny.
Yeah, but because on the body they found the wood underneath his nails, so he was already onto something.
Yeah.
But that always amazes me, because they're there to interview somebody.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm gonna rip up your floorboards.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't, like, if you can't see it in plain sight.
Yeah.
You can't search.
Right. But he just like lifts up the floorboard.
And
I mean,
then
Hannah
Hannah's
doesn't
like,
know any better.
Yeah, I guess
whatever.
Hannah's like,
not that
whatever.
much. Who cares?
Yeah. Then they're like, that, to a lot of people,
$100,000,
that
who
would be
cares?
something, but not to us.
Like,
And
what
then,
exactly do you do?
And there was a key tied up with the money.
and the key, which we'll get to. But then they go to, and then Martinez is like, well, what do you guys do that like $100,000 is not a lot of money? They go to the Clausen Capitol.
Right, which is very like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A world I would never survive in.
oh,
I would just die.
I'd be like,
I'm like, I'm going to go. I'm not even going to try. But we go to Jason's office, and there's a blood splatter on the floor, which is very careless if it was connected to the killing. So I knew it wasn't whoever did I'm throwing pens. I'm getting upset. Whoever the little scuffle was in the office didn't kill him. Because if you, like, why would you leave?
You would clean, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You'd be a little smarter.
So it's Val Kaplan's office now, right?
So now it's Val.
This
Kaplan.
character, Val.
Yeah. What was first impressions on Val?
He was like going off about how Jason had no style. He's like from Brooklyn. Look at the way this office is decorated. You must be the new decorator to Henry. He was like,
you look like a decorator.
Yeah.
And he kind of does.
Oh, he didn't have a scarf on or anything, though.
Well, put
That's
together.
true. We need some scarves back.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that's a sleazy character, but not the killer.
Not the
it's
killer?
like too obvious.
It was too easy.
It was too easy.
And he wasn't smart enough. He was too much of a jerk.
Yeah.
But then you get this, like, Clausen is, like, this bigger-than-life character, and he, like, gives the firm a talk, and the catchphrase is, like, kill or be killed.
Oh, or if you're Pegah, you heard kale.
I heard kale.
Or be
It was
kale.
like, kale.
She really wants a kale salad.
I'm maybe just really hungry right now, yeah.
So basically, this kind of mindset that he's instilling in his workers, Henry's like, there's probably a lot of suspects here because he's yelling kill to his employees. And we kind of knew it backtracked to his work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I was a little suspicious about Clausen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had killer written all over him. To me, I don't know.
Yeah. I was still iffy because I was like, is that too easy? But we'll continue. They talked to Clausen. He's nothing's wrong.
Yeah, he's like, I hide $3 million just in case I need to get away. She's like, to where?
Where do you have to go?
In case I want to see Europe again. Like, what a douche.
He basically has an answer for everything.
Right. And then he like gets up and leaves, but Joe's like, I'm not done talking to him.
Yeah.
He's like, you can talk to whoever else. And she's like, no, I'm talking to him. It's great.
And then we meet his assistant, which is Melanie. And in Henry's typical manner, he realizes because there's sneakers on the floor that she's from the same hometown as Jason.
Yeah, long commute.
Long commute. So you must be from his hometown. And she knows him from, back in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. She gives him the name of who he was fighting with the blood spatter in his office. And it's Kevin
Cracciola.
Sure. Perfect. We got a laugh from Marissa on that one.
Kevin Cracciola. He had come visit Jason in the office, and she looked through the guest logs and
got the name. And then we go back to the antique shop, and Abe is going to help with this key because he has a personal connection to this case.
But real quick before we leave the office.
Oh, go ahead.
When Clausen is leaving in the elevator, and he has like this interaction with Joe. I was like, oh, he's an evil guy.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you made a mistake. This elevator goes up. He's like,
I only go up.
He goes, I don't go down.
I don't go down.
Yeah.
You knew something fishy was going on with him. So then they go talk to Kevin at the car garage workplace, and he says, like, I was there, we had a misunderstanding. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, they always leave the witness, like the suspect, standing. I'm like, he's gonna run, guys.
Yeah. He finds like a nail or something.
Like a bolt, and
we'll just
something.
turn our heads.
They're like,
let's just walk around and pick up stuff in this shop.
Well, they're like, stay put. The suspect's gonna stay put. He's like fleeing and of course Henry knows what an Aston Martin engine sounds like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is the first time we see Henry risk his life to stop the car. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Joe doesn't know that he's not actually going to die if he gets hit. Right. So she sees this as like some erratic behavior, probably because of the trauma of killing someone.
Right. But it's like, as Henry, what are you thinking? Like, are you ready to tell everybody your secret? Like, what if he really did get hit? This is all going to come crumbling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not, he's not thinking quite so clearly.
He really isn't.
And she, she's been there before because she had to kill someone in a prior episode. It was the first time she killed anyone. She had a couple rough weeks. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think she's still dealing with it. So she knows what he's going through, and I think she just wants to be there for him. But she's like, you can't be doing this.
Yeah. Gosh. Henry.
And she like gallantly like pushes him out of the way. I'm like, you go, girl.
Get him.
You save that
I
man.
thought they were gonna for a second have like a slow motion, like look each other in the
You
eyes.
want this so bad.
I don't.
Pegah, you're
I
such a
really
romantic.
don't. I am, but like I don't want them to have a more than friends relationship. But there are some moments where it's just like, oh, like it's there.
I think it'll happen eventually.
Yeah. Maybe season 5.
Like down the road.
Yeah.
We get. Oh, I skipped a flashback. They more Henry's talking to Abe about
Not going to war.
Yeah. It's a very sweet scene. But then let's see where we are.
So Henry and is mad because Kevin is manipulating. Yeah. So he gets mad because he's like, Kevin's lying to us. We're being manipulated, Joe.
Just how Adam manipulated him.
Yeah, like he's stuck in this thing where he's mad about getting manipulated.
Ugh. Henry needs to. He's smarter. He's gonna get through this.
He needs some therapy.
And then Abe goes to talk to what was
Jerry.
his name? Jerry. Jerry about the key. I just love this interaction.
Yeah, Jerry wanted nothing to do with him. Like, you stole my woman on the Navy.
We all know Abe's a lady killer.
He totally
He
is.
is.
But I didn't think he'd be a lady stealer. I mean, that's a little.
You know, I mean,
Because
man's got to do what a man's got to do.
his lady was stolen. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, tit for tat maybe for him.
But when Jerry finds out it's for Marco and it's Marco's son who has been murdered, he helps right away. Then they go to arrest Val because I'm like skipping all over the place. Is this when they talk to Kevin in the interrogation room and Kevin's basically like, yeah, I fought the dude, but he owed me $100,000. And so I went to his apartment and I saw his Aston Martin pull into his parking spot. And so I was like, I'm just going to take it because he owes me money. So I'm going to take his car. And so Joe's like, so you were the last person to see him. You're the murderer. He was like, no, he wasn't driving the car. And so through like she shows him pictures of everyone and he identifies Val as the person driving the car.
That sleazy guy.
They arrest Val.
And Lucas had the steering wheel with the 3 sets of prints on it.
So they can connect him.
Right.
So it was like a concrete thing. But what I found interesting, which was like made Clausen so guilty, is that little interaction when they're taking Val down the elevator and he almost says something to Clausen and Clausen's like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
So then you're like, I mean, you know he did it, but like, how is he connected? Why was Val involved?
Yeah.
Like, what did Kevin play a bigger role? So I thought, even though we kind of knew the killer, the writers did a really good job of keeping it a mystery of how the pieces like fit together.
Right.
But
yeah, I knew, like, because he's so rich, like he has so much power to just pay off whoever he wants,
right.
type thing.
I mean, when you just have $3 million laying around
To go to Europe.
I'll take it.
Helicopter on the roof.
What I was confused about, and I asked you guys, maybe you guys could tweet us and let us know, is how Abe and Jerry, they knew the key was to a cigar.
Humidor.
Sure.
A humidor.
Yes.
Humidor.
He keeps the cigars right.
The cigar
cigar
thing.
box.
It's the cigar box. The fancy cigar box. I don't understand how they knew it was on the boat.
Yeah, I missed that part. Yeah.
I don't know.
Let us know
Tweet
if you
at
know.
us, please.
But alas, they're on the boat. They do this whole shindig and trick the guy. And in this fancy cigar box is this paperwork.
Financial statements.
And again, though, you can't just steal evidence. It's not how it
Just go and
works.
grab whatever they want all the time, and they get away with it all the time.
All the time. Didn't they, like, I think Abe should know this. Wasn't remember the sword
Yes.
and the character you really liked?
The antique shop.
The fancy antique shop with the lady, the badass lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should know. He's been around
knows
enough
better.
cases.
He knows, but he's just not going to follow the rules
Yeah.
because it's Abe.
And it's his friends. Like, he really cares.
No, that's true. They also get a warrant to search Clausen's house.
And he, like, opens the door with a glass of wine.
Oh,
and
he's so
like, I just
smug.
opened up this bottle and I have plenty to go around. So come on in.
Come
Like
on
he
in.
humors them.
But then there's like still glass in the pool. Like if
He
you're going to
doesn't
cover
care.
up a murder,
yeah, I was a little careless.
why are you not cleaning like the same glass that's in the pool as the glass that was in Jason's head?
Yeah.
Because it was a wine bottle that struck him.
Right.
I mean, that's just lazy.
Well, he left it because they had somebody going to confess, and that went with that story.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
She knows.
You
She
know.
knows. So then they get a call. They're at like they're standing next to the pool when Lieutenant Reese calls and Melissa's confessing. I never thought she did it.
Melanie.
Melanie. Why did I write
Who's
Melissa?
Melissa?
There's a lot of people. Okay.
Melanie, yeah, she's confessing.
Oh my God, I wrote Melissa again over here. Melanie.
You really wanted her to be Melissa?
I guess. So then Martinez isn't buying it either. In the interrogation room, she's like, don't sign this confession
years
because
of your
you can't go back after you sign this piece
Right.
of paper. And then all of a sudden she kind of switches and is like, yeah, it was $20 million. He paid me off.
Which, okay, you're going to jail, so we thought maybe she'd give it to her family or something.
But if you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life, why do you even need the $20 million?
I don't know.
He would not take that deal. Would you take that deal?
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's like what Detective Martinez was saying, is that they have people who will find the money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But even if you could 100% like ensure that you will not get caught,
but like you're in jail
but
forever.
you're in jail.
Like, no.
I mean, I can never kill a guy. Oh wait, no, wait. You're not really killing him. Sorry, never mind. You're not really killing him. You're just taking the blame.
No, yeah, just taking
Yeah.
the blame. Just
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to jail for it.
No.
It's
amount
kind
of
of a
money.
weird thing.
But then you were saying it's not first degree, it's second degree, it's not premeditated, so maybe it's
She
a
probably
shorter
wouldn't go to
sentence.
jail for
So
life.
How many years am I really going to be in jail? That would be, yeah.
I mean, you're still gonna get like 20 years, 30 years.
Still, you come out and you're just like, yacht
Living it
life,
up.
living it up.
Still, that's not worth 30
No,
years
I
in
wouldn't
prison.
do it. I wouldn't do it.
So then Henry comes home and they have Abe and Jerry and is it
The accountant
the
guy.
accountant guy?
Yeah.
Like going over the financials, and Henry's just like can't believe that little facial expression.
That expression was priceless.
good.
Like he was just like, you seriously took this without permission, and we can't use it because you were, obtained it.
So then
Unlawful.
Henry's learned his lesson. Like he needs to tell Joe what's going down
Yeah.
so she can fix it. And she thinks on her feet and she goes back to Melissa and is like, that was a source, because she can't really prove it. She just says that's a source, but Clausen Capital isn't what it is, and basically what the paperwork proves. And that's when she says, he was going to pay me $20 million to take it down or take the fall. Oliver is the one that actually killed Jason. So then they go to arrest Clausen.
Yeah. So they split up, right? And then Henry sees the elevator. The elevator's not going up. It's going down. So how does he figure out that that's, I don't know, maybe just has a feeling? I don't
a
know.
Henry
Goes
thing.
with this feeling and puts his life in danger again for the second time. Like he's really just pushing.
And she saves him again
Yeah.
by shooting the tires this time.
So I recently shot a pistol.
Yeah.
And she
Yes.
was like, great. Like she was like, tire, middle of the windshield. Right. No, you can't aim like that. It's really, really hard.
She's a trained professional.
She's trained.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
But
You
still, I
just-
get what you're saying because the car's moving too.
the car's
It's
moving.
like-
That's a testament to how good
Yeah.
that character is.
Yeah,
I love her.
Joe.
She's good.
So bad.
She's good. But yeah, and then Martinez has to lie to Lieutenant Reese because when she's explaining the whole case and he actually killed him, she took the fall, he stashed the body. Reese is like, did you notice anything weird about Morgan? And she covers for him.
Yep.
Which is like, it's taking on a lot of responsibility. Because what if something does happen? But I feel like their relationship is so important to her
Yeah.
that she's willing to do it.
Yeah.
And she's going to be the one to take care of him and get him through it because
Yeah.
she's recently gone through the same thing.
Yeah. And then we get our final flashback to when Abe leaves for deployment. tear. I mean, like, you get a little teary.
Marco.
Yeah.
It comes all together.
Like, stick with me, I'll take care of you.
And then you realize that scene made me realize that there are other people that know about Henry. Because Marco was there, so Marco obviously saw Henry as his dad then. He's still his dad now.
Jerry must know.
Like, he makes a comment like, you know, you guys are the reason he came back. So there must be more and more people that know.
No, yeah.
And I just never really realized that.
I mean, you got to trust those people. Like, you really have to
Yeah.
trust that they won't say anything. I hope we find more and more people, though, that know about it.
I know.
Like,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then the closing scene is when Martinez visits Henry. And you love this scene. You're like, are they having a moment?
I'm like, are they? Am I just imagining this? No, it was a cute friendship moment. It really was.
They are very similar. That's what she says. We're very similar people. We're both, you know, very closed in, like strong, but we've also experienced these same traumas. Like, and she says, you know, working with you every day helps me get through it. And I want to do the same for you.
Right. Which,
that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is. Because you think that, you know, he's helping her, like, learn the ropes and kind of figure out what this whole field is like. But he's helping her. Like, she's really vulnerable and needs it. So that was cute to see.
I can't wait till she finds out.
I know. Now I want her to find out first. I think she deserves it.
Maybe in the finale.
Maybe.
Too soon.
It is too soon.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe the season finale. That'll be like the huge, like, let go. I don't know.
There's got to be more close calls at least.
Well, and then Morgan does open up about the killing, saying, I didn't need to kill him.
Yeah.
And so it was good that they're starting to talk more.
Yeah.
He had a confidant.
He does. Other than Abe. He needs someone other than Abe.
He does. He really does.
Because he still will always try to protect Abe.
Yeah.
So regardless of what he's going through, he's still going to be his dad.
Exactly.
And Abe's getting to that age where I mean, I don't want to say this, but he's getting old. He is getting old, so he needs somebody else after Abe's gone.
Don't say it.
I know.
Don't say it. Before we get into our predictions, I just want to remind you guys to go on iTunes, give us 5 stars. There's tons of after shows. AfterBuzz does, I don't know, maybe 90 shows a week. Maybe more. Go on YouTube, watch our show, leave us comments. We want to know what you guys think. So we always look. I
love
always
the comments, guys. Bring them.
And
bring them on.
Give us more suggestions for songs. It's like my favorite.
Tell me what to wear. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm wearing. I mean,
you want to see certain colors.
Yeah.
We're back from holiday. We're a mess
my
this
hair
week.
a certain way.
It's fine.
Just tell me.
We'll take all the criticism. We like it. Let's get into predictions.
Yeah.
All right.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Who's going first?
Oh my gosh, predictions are so hard for me because I feel like hopefully we find out. It's like things that I want to happen.
Yeah.
You know, because it's week to week.
Right.
I wanted more Adam.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I guess my prediction is we're not going to see another Adam thing for like 3 episodes.
I agree.
Yeah, me
So
too.
in February,
We need some Adam.
Yeah.
we'll see some Adam.
I think so. Obviously, we saw that we're going to find out more about Martinez's husband.
Yes.
I feel like there's going to be a dark story related to that. I don't know
Like there's a negative side to
a
him.
negative side to him that maybe Joe's going to find out and it's going to crush her. I don't know. I feel like he was maybe involved in something.
Maybe he was like a dirty cop.
Maybe.
Or he was a lawyer. I don't think he was a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
I don't know.
And maybe she turns to Henry for advice.
And Pegah would be over the moon.
Oh my god, she's like, they're having a moment. Oh my god, it was so cute.
We're like, anytime they're having a conversation, Pegah's like, it's
It's a moment. It's a moment.
A moment.
It was
like
totally
the
a moment.
slow motion.
It's still just in my opinion, it's going to be a friendship for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would request for our forever writers to give some kind of romance to some character so Pegah can
We'll be happy.
have it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Maybe Lucas?
Actually, no. Abe has enough romance for me to be
He does.
quite
I mean,
satisfied.
he has like 3
A new
wives.
woman every time.
Yeah.
Like every episode, there's like another story of
Or
Abe.
reference to a woman with
Yeah,
Abe.
yeah. I get enough there, so
Lady
that's good.
killer.
Lady killer.
Yeah.
I would like to see Lucas have a girlfriend.
Ooh.
It'd be cute. Like I told you guys, I want to know, I say this every week, I want to know more about Abigail because I think she's still alive. And every flashback we see them still husband and wife. So I want to know when it was that she left him, how, why, the whole story. So hopefully we'll get that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens with Martina's husband. I like when Hanson's in an episode.
I know. He'll be back next week.
I miss Hanson.
Yeah.
He has those little one-liners that make me giggle.
Still waiting for him to sing.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag get Donnie to sing. We'll make it happen. We'll talk again. Sure. Second call to Matt Miller. We're on it. And just a reminder, guys, that Forever is nominated for a People's Choice Award.
I voted. Did you guys vote?
Everyone vote.
Oh, man.
I'm hoping it's not closed because People's Choice Award is tomorrow.
Closed.
Well, hopefully you did vote.
Yes.
And watch to see Forever win. Yeah.
I would be so happy.
That would be awesome.
I may even cry.
Will you?
Probably.
Will you take a selfie? If you cry, take a selfie.
For sure.
Tweet it out so you can prove it.
For sure.
Right.
The ugly cry. Like.
And then we'll say, Pegah had a moment.
I did have a moment.
Hashtag we had a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, where can our viewers find you guys on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Marielou Mandl, MarieLoumandl.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Pegah Rad.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kate Aquillano. Last name is Aquillano. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.